What if I told you that right now, you are running an invisible program? A program that quietly decides your success, your relationships, even the state of your bank account. And without even knowing it, you hit repeat on this program every single day. But today, that changes. Today, you find the source code and you rewrite it. Open the ears of your mind for a moment and listen. Listen to the voice in your head that's commenting on these very words. Is it skeptical or is it curious? That voice, that ongoing commentary, is your inner dialogue. This dialogue is far more than just background noise. It is the architect of your reality. Every silent sentence you utter to yourself, every internal judgment, every repeated thought is a direct command to the universe. A command that simply says, "Give me more of this." And the universe, in its perfect and neutral service, does not question your order. It does not ask if you truly mean it. It simply delivers, word for word, the exact reality your inner words describe. Let me prove this to you. Think back to the last time you were running late and completely flustered, telling yourself, "I'm always late. This always happens to me." What unfolded next? Probably more traffic, more obstacles, more frustrating delays. That was the universe, complying with your command. Now, recall a time you felt prepared and completely calm, thinking, "I've got this. Everything is flowing smoothly." A completely different reality unfolded, didn't it? That too was compliance. This is the hidden law that almost no one is taught. Your life is not merely happening to you. It is happening from you. It unfolds directly from the deepest and most private conversations you continuously have with yourself. But here is the critical pivot, the moment where everything can change. If your inner dialogue is what creates your reality, then you are not a helpless victim of your circumstances. You are the author of a story that is still being written, and you are the one who holds the pen. Your mission begins today, and it is not some vague wish. It is a concrete, operational mission. And I'm going to give you your first 3 direct commands to start this transformation. Command 1 is called Operation Silent Witness. For the next 24 hours, you are to become a detective in your own mind. Your only task is to observe without judgment. Carry a notepad or use your phone and document the headlines of your inner newspaper. Local man. Convinced he'll fail. Woman worries about everything. Critic reviews own life poorly. Do not fight these thoughts. Just expose them. You cannot change a program you don't even know is running. Command 2 is the identity shift. Right now, I want you to choose one single identity you wish to embody. Not a goal, but an identity. Not, "I want to be rich," but "I am a prosperous person." Feel the profound difference. One is a distant object, while the other is a living, breathing state of being. Your job for the next week is to do one thing. Speak in your mind from this identity. Ask yourself, what would a prosperous person think while looking at their bills? Or, how would a confident person mentally prepare for this meeting? You are not lying. You are practicing. You are rehearsing for the lead role in your new life until the lines become your absolute truth. Command 3 is to build the evidence file. Your logical mind is a skeptical lawyer, and it demands evidence. So, you will build an airtight case for your new identity. Every tiny piece of proof gets logged. You identify as healthy and choose an apple over chips. Evidence logged. You identify as capable and solve a small problem at work. Evidence logged. This file becomes your secret weapon against the old, doubting self. It is undeniable proof that the new program is already producing real results. Now, we must go deeper, to the very core of why most people fail at this. It's called the emotional echo. Your thoughts are not just words. They are bundles of raw emotion. The thought, "I'll never get this," carries a heavy weight of despair. And that emotional signature is what the universe truly responds to, far more than the words themselves. So, Merely changing the sentence from "I'll never get this" to "I will get this" is not enough if you still feel the despair underneath. You must change the emotional music behind the words. This is where the real work happens. Here is your master key. Gratitude is the ultimate frequency shifter. When you consciously inject genuine gratitude into your inner dialogue, you forcibly eject the low-frequency emotion of lack. Try it right now. Think of a current struggle, and then find one tiny, genuine thing about it to be grateful for. Feel that subtle shift. That is you, changing the channel on a quantum level. Let's apply this to a real, aching problem. Let's call it the loop of loneliness. The old dialogue sounds like this: "No one understands me. I'll always be alone. Why doesn't anyone ever call?" This loop, charged with the raw emotion of abandonment, actively magnetizes more solitude into your life. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more, subscribing is the best way to stay connected. The new code is not the giant leap to "everyone loves me." That's too big. The new code is, I am discovering the beauty of my own company. I am open to genuine connection. I appreciate the quiet moments. Feel the emotional shift. It moves from desperate to open, from lacking to appreciating. This new frequency simply cannot attract loneliness. It can only attract its opposite. This brings us to the most powerful practice of all, the evening recode. Every night, in that liminal space right before sleep, you have direct access to your subconscious. This is when you install the new software. Gently review your day. For every event where the old program ran, you do a mental retake. You re-script the scene with your new dialogue and, crucially, with your new emotional tone. Then, you fall asleep as the director of tomorrow's movie. But what about the seemingly random bad days? The flat tire, the sudden argument, the canceled plan. This is where you graduate from student to master. These are not random attacks. They are precise feedback. They are mirrors showing you a hidden, low-frequency belief you forgot you were broadcasting. The flat tire when you're rushing? A mirror of life is a constant struggle. The sudden argument? A mirror of an inner conflict you haven't resolved. Your external reality is always, without fail, showing you what you truly believe inside. So your new response can no longer be, "Why me?" Instead, it becomes, "What is this showing me about my current inner state?" This single question transforms you from a victim of chaos into a devoted student of your own soul. Now, let's integrate this into the very fabric of your daily life, starting with relationships. Your inner dialogue about others is perhaps the most powerful magnet you possess. If your silent commentary about your partner is criticism, you will magnetize defensive behavior. If your inner talk about a colleague is distrust, you magnetize secrecy. You are not reading their mind. You are writing their script with your silent expectations. To change any relationship, you must first change the silent story you tell yourself about that person. Before you interact, spend just 60 seconds filling your mind with a narrative of their kindness, their competence, their good intentions. Then, watch how the entire interaction shifts. You are not manipulating them. You are changing the vibrational invitation you are sending out. Finally, we arrive at the summit, the art of creating from a blank slate. This is for the big dream that feels completely disconnected from your current reality. The secret is to live in the feeling of the fulfillment, not the fact of the lack. Do not dwell on, "I don't have the house." Instead, dwell in the feeling of, "the peace I feel in my safe, beautiful home." Generate that feeling now. Saturate your inner dialogue with the rich sensory details, the smell of the air, the quality of the light, the feeling of the sofa beneath you. This feeling is the true magnet. It is the precise order you place with reality. You are not waiting for the reality to feel the feeling. You are using the feeling to build the reality. This process requires a sacred kind of patience. It is the patience of a gardener who plants an oak tree, knowing they are wise enough to plant today for the shade they will enjoy in a future they can already feel. You will come to see that the fastest way to change your outer world is directly through the silent gallery of your inner dialogues. Change the exhibition, and you will inevitably change the visitors who come into your life. This path transforms you from a passive passenger in your life into the pilot, the navigator, and the engineer. But even the most skilled pilots need a control tower. They need a community, and this is where we come in. If this deep dive into the architecture of your reality has ignited something in you, let's solidify it together. Type "I am the architect" in the comments below. This is more than a phrase. It is a declaration. Share one old dialogue you are retiring and one new one you are installing. Your commitment not only inspires others, but firmly anchors your own transformation, and I read every single one to ensure you never lose altitude on this journey. To get every advanced navigation tool and map that I create, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. This channel is designed to be your ongoing training ground for conscious creation. We are not just discussing ideas here. We are building new lives, brick by mental brick. You did not just watch a video today. You received a master key. It now sits in your hand, and the door to a new reality stands clearly before you. The only question that remains is this: will you choose to turn the key? Thank you for your courage, for your valuable time, and for the profound trust it takes to even consider that you are this powerful. That very trust is the first and perhaps the greatest creation of all. Until next time, remember this: the world out there is patiently waiting for the world in here to decide what it will be. So decide, and then speak it firmly and faithfully into existence.